What's up, guys? It's the Cheapster here, and today we're going to be talking about how to save money and still have fun while you do it. So first off, the first thing I want to say is that you need to have a budget to be able to, I'd say, have fun to be able to save money. Because if you don't have that budget, you're not even going to know where you are to be able to save money, and you're definitely not going to have fun while you're like trying to push it and toe the line and stuff. And you won't even know the line though. You'll just be kind of free willy with everything and not even know. So you need to have a budget. I did a video on that, so if you want to check it out, I'll put it up there and also link it in the description. So once you get your budget made, the second thing is just to make sure you stick to it. Make sure you're not just going over it all the time. And again, don't toe the line. Don't just be like always trying to spend like up to what your budget is. Just see that as kind of like a guideline, because you're not going to have fun if you're always just trying to spend that money and not try to like stay within your budget. So yeah, just try to stick to that, because that's going to be a big thing, sticking to the budget to be able to have fun. And then also, we make just a lot of pointless expenses. There's a lot of times where we just don't weigh the cost of what we're spending. So just starting out with that too, it's something that we can think more about what we're doing and not maybe spend on such expensive things that really don't matter that much to us. It's a lot of kind of just thinking more about your purchases and weighing your costs. Because if we do that, you can really find ways that you might say, okay, well, I can have either the same amount of fun or more fun by spending less money by doing this than just not thinking and spending all this money on something over here. So that's just really something that helps out. And then also you want to get creative with your type of spending. So that can be something that's like, for example, me and my wife like to do Dollar Tree dates, where it's fun to just like have a set amount of money and we go in and we both get to just spend and buy whatever we want. So that might be like $5 each. So then we end up spending $10, and then we come home and we play with the things we got from the date, or eat them, because sometimes it's like food and stuff like that. Or we've even got like DVDs, like terrible DVDs, but they ended up being like hilarious to watch and stuff. So that's always fun to do. So just get creative. And sometimes those things are going to be even more fun than just like going out and having dinner and spending like $50 or something. So yeah, get creative. Try to find ways to think outside the box to just have more fun with the money that you have. That could even be something like window dream shopping. I know that's something I like to do. We like to go to like expensive stores and just like kind of dream about the stuff that we could have. Obviously, if you're a shopaholic, I would not recommend that. Don't do that if you're a shopaholic. Only do that if you're somebody who can be self-controlled. So if you have a problem with shopping, yeah, don't do that one. But that's something I like to do, because we pretty much, me and my wife go to the mall a lot, and we'll spend hours at the mall and walk out with nothing. But we had fun, because it's fun to just walk around and look at stuff. So yeah, just getting creative. There can be so many different things you can do, and it's all going to depend on what you find fun. So yeah, just get creative. Try to find things that are fun. And then the other thing is to find alternatives to things that you already do. So and things that you buy. So that can be like, let's say if you already buy certain brand names of foods, there are so many different things that you can get the off-brand of, or not even just food, like laundry detergent, toilet paper. Just things that you have to spend every single day, or well, maybe not every single day. I hope you don't buy toilet paper every single day. If you do, you probably need to see a doctor. But you could look for an off-brand doctor. Just kidding. Don't look for an off-brand doctor. That's something you probably want to make sure that you get a good one. But yeah, just trying to find those things that are cheaper than what you already buy. If you're somebody who buys brands regularly, oh man, you are totally missing out on the things that you could save. I'm pretty much an all off-brand shopper. There's barely things that I buy on brand unless I have a coupon, or if I use... there's an app called Ibotta that I save money on. I'll put a link there because I did a video on that too. But sometimes I'll buy brands for that. But if you're always buying brands and you're not saving money on those off brands and stuff, that is definitely a way that you can save money, and it will still give you pretty much the same enjoyment. I would say most of those things are barely any different. So just kind of searching for those things. And these are kind of examples of ways that you can save money without even really affecting what you're already doing. So if your life's fun right now, well, you can go ahead and save money by doing these off-brand things, and you're not even going to really notice a difference on that. So those are just things that you should do anyway. And then also what I want to say is that you want to use the free things around you. So that could be parks, free museums, libraries. I know libraries, a lot of times people don't actually go to them in their cities, and they have so many different things. Like I just found out that my library has a huge DVD selection. Like it's huge. So all this time I've been like renting red boxes or buying movies and stuff. I could just go to the library and they pretty much would have what I want for free, bring it home, and they let you check out like multiple movies at a time. At least mine does. I know most of them do that. So you can have like a movie marathon for free from the library. So that's a cool thing that you can do. But yeah, just knowing your city, just try to find those cheap or free things around the city. Businesses love to do events and stuff that are cheap or free because it brings you in, and then they think that you're going to spend money on them. Maybe you won't, because you might be trying to be cheap on this. But yeah, it's just trying to figure out what's around you. Try to pay attention to that. And I would also say gaining more savings knowledge is a big thing. So that could be like reading books to learn how to save knowledge, or watching things like this channel to help you save money. Subscribe if you are liking the content so far. Hopefully it's helped you guys save money. But yeah, there's just so many different ways that you can learn, talk to people. I know there's like Facebook community groups and stuff that you can talk to people and find things that are going around, different events and stuff that are free. And yeah, so just try to keep in the loop of all that stuff to try to find what's free. There's just so much free stuff. I'm pretty sure if you're in a bigger city, you could probably do a free thing every single day for 365 days. Probably, because there's always so much going on. And that might actually be a good video to try to do like something free. Maybe not for a year, because that would be a long project, but maybe like for a week or maybe even a month. I don't know. Maybe I do something like that. But yeah, there's just so much free stuff. So take advantage of what's around you. And also to make more monies off things like hobbies, because you probably already do certain things that could bring in money. You know, maybe you like to knit or sew, or I don't really know much about that. I don't know if sewing really makes money as a hobby. Probably. I just don't know. But there's plenty of things. So whatever your hobby is, maybe you work on cars, maybe, whatever. Try to use that to bring in some money, because there's ways that sometimes your hobbies can just bring you in money without even trying to spend more. So starting these businesses that are actually pretty much free to yourself, because maybe you're spending just a little bit, or maybe it's totally free if you're somebody who just provides a service. You could do that for free. And also there could be stuff like YouTube. You could do YouTube. I don't know where people do that. Like I'm not really sure, but yeah, you could do YouTube. So that's something that could be a free hobby. That is almost completely free. I'm actually doing a video that will come out, so I will link it here once it comes out, and I will put that at the end of the video too on a box that you can click on. That's starting a YouTube channel with $0, because that's something that you can do. People think that's kind of nuts sometimes, but no, I started this YouTube channel with $0 just using the stuff around me. So if you have any kind of knowledge, that's something you can do to be able to make more money. And that means you could even save more money off that, or you can spend some of that and then still save what you originally were trying to save. But just have fun with that too. It's still a way that you can have fun. And then also you really just want to kind of focus more on what matters. And that's kind of what's going to be bigger anyway, because it's not the spending money that matters. It's really the people around you. That's a big thing that matters. And guess what? Talking is free. Unless you're calling like a phone service or something, in which case that might get a little strange. Anyway, talking is usually free though. So definitely use that. Maybe you're an introvert. Maybe you don't like talking that much. But there's always stuff that you could do. Reading is free. Well, I mean, if you have the book. But still, you can use the library. Go read. That's free. So most of the things in life that I would say really matter are cheaper things to do. Having relationships with people, talking to them, and building those relationships and stuff. Taking care of your health. Sure, the side of the diet might be a little bit more expensive to take care of that. But I mean, exercising, going on a walk in the park, running, or you can do so many things at home that are kind of like home gym stuff too, for free, just with your body weight and things. Or, I live in an apartment where I already have a gym here, so that's free. So just taking care of yourself. There's a lot of those things that when they really matter, those, I keep talking like a baby all of a sudden, but those little things that really matter, those are usually kind of the cheaper things to do anyway. So yeah, just try to look for those things. Try to find those things that really are like better for you anyway. They're the things that really are going to matter in the end, because those are usually cheap or they're free to do. So, and you can still spend. I'm not saying that you can't spend anything. Obviously, that's where I go back to the first part where I talk about the budget. Just stick to your budget. Try to stay self-controlled. Maybe don't try to spend too much all in one purchase, because if you spend too much in one purchase, then you're going to be trying to stretch yourself, and that's where things don't get fun. So if you kind of take all these things together, and you don't want to go overboard, and you really don't want to be a cheapskate in the end, it will really not be something that people like. It's not going to be something that you like either. Nobody really likes cheapskates, except for the show. It's pretty fun to watch those cheapskates, and they always seem a little bit strangely happy, but I think sometimes they may have some mental problems. That's why they're so happy with what they're doing. But yeah, nobody really likes cheapskates when it comes down to it. So just try to not go overboard. Try not to spend too much, but you don't want to go overboard in the other direction and try to be way too tight-fisted and not have fun. I would say that's kind of the biggest problem with the whole thing of why people think saving money is not fun or having a budget is not fun. It's because people are either at one extreme or the other. They either need to spend everything and just go nuts and not have any kind of things holding them back so that they can just go out and do whatever they want, or they need to be so close-fisted where they can't spend any money and they just need to stay at home and stare at the floor. So you don't want either one of those. You want to try to find the things that are in the middle ground where you can spend some but also not be crazy. And I would not say that it is a super easy thing to do. I don't want to make people think if you can't do this, you're so dumb or something. It's not an easy thing to do. It's hard to find that middle ground, and you're going to make mistakes. You're going to go over sometimes, or maybe sometimes you miss out on something because you were trying to be too cheap. It could be one or the other side of the coin here. But yeah, just try to find that middle ground. Try to have fun while you're doing it. Again, like I said, think outside the box. Let the little things that are really what's more important matter. Like I said, with me and my wife doing those cheap Dollar Tree dates, usually what comes out of it is us like cracking up about something, or like having fun, or learning more about the other person, which those are the things that matter so much more. There's been so many times where me and my wife will go out to dinner and just kind of sit there, eat our food, and the dinner's over, and I'm kind of like, did we talk about anything? Or like, what the experience was kind of pointless. And that can happen so easily without even knowing it. So yeah, just sometimes those are really what matters. And this is the whole reason why I made this channel, because I think there's such a stigma on saving money that it's just not fun. People are just sticks in the mud when they just want to save money and stick to a budget. But no, you can still have fun and stick to a budget. So that's the whole point of this channel, being the cheapster, not the cheapskate. It's all about still having fun. We can still have fun while we save money. So I hope this video and this channel has helped you guys to know ways that you can still have fun and still be motivated to save money. And if you like this video, go ahead and do the cheapest thing you can today. That is to tap this like button. Also, subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I do lots of videos trying to help make your guys' lives a little bit easier. Try to still keep it fun and just help you guys save money to reach your financial goals. So thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, stay cheap.